It feels like it's been forever since I did one of these like style videos. Uh, I asked my dad if he thinks he can make a point this week to kind of set an intention to read just chapter 11 of this book. And he said at first he said like that thing that we have inside all of us, that like self-destructive nature where you can't help but to be your worst enemy. At first he was like, possibly, like, that's, I know that's a good thing, we've talked about it before, but I'm not quite ready to commit myself doing it. And then he thought about it for like 15 seconds. He was like, yes, the answer is yes, I can read that chapter. I was like, all right, cool. So I just opened it up and figured I gotta put my, you know, put my actions ahead of my desires for anybody else's actions. I gotta put my money where my mouth is. So I'm gonna read just the beginning of this. May all beings be happy and free. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. A good teacher always points out the mistakes we should eliminate from our life, and at the same time gives constructive advice about the habits we should cultivate. After speaking about the 6 causes of failure in spiritual life, Swami Satmarama Yogendra continued his discussion in the Hatha Yoga Prajapika with the 6 factors that bring us speedy spiritual success. They are utsaha, enthusiasm or inspired spirit; sahasa, courage, a daring nature, bold determination; dhairya, patience and perseverance; tatvajnana, discrimination or true knowledge; nishchaya, faith or oh god; janasanj aparityaga, renunciation of unsuitable company; enthusiasm or inspired spirit; courage, a daring nature, bold determination; patience and perseverance; discrimination or true knowledge, a grounded understanding of truth, so that you can figure out, nah, that's bullshit, that's truth. And internally, faith and renunciation of unsuitable company. All living beings need inspiration and motivation in order to proceed on the spiritual path. When we receive good news or hear about an interesting event or educational program, we instantly get excited or inspired at the possibility of becoming better informed. Thanks to modern technology, we have and are easily able to acquire a lot of valuable information. But does the information we hear or read about change us? Does any internal transformation occur? What really is meant by education? Simply put, just accumulating information is not enough. For example, we may know that anger is bad, and yet we become angry. So, what is the purpose in knowing anger is bad if we still become angry? Yoga tells us that true education occurs when, through constant practice, we are changed by the messages we take in. Sometimes we need a little push to put our knowledge into action, or in other words, proper motivation and inspiration in order to refine what we have learned. Practice makes perfect, and when we find the true impulse to put into use what we have acquired, real transformation can take place. In truth, there should be information and then transformation. It is thus with a discussion of utsaha, enthusiasm or inspiration, that Swami Satmarama Yogendra began his discussion of the factors that lead to success on the path of yoga. Let us delve deeper into the subject of Utasha in order to see how to cultivate and sustain it on our spiritual journey. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Dinatan Narayana Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Dinatan Narayana Vasudeva. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. This channel's about to become something completely different. It's gonna be fucking awesome. It's gonna be so fucking cool. Like, trust me, nobody's even listening right now, but like, if you're like watching these in order and you're like going through it, and it's like, I don't even know what it's gonna be like, what the experience is like of watching these in orders, because I haven't gone back and watched anything. But if you're watching this shit in order, this shit's about to get so much more educational and inspiring and motivating. So, thank you. I love you.